Looks like we're good. Hello. Good evening and welcome to part 5 of our Deathless Randomizer series. We're just going to hop right in. Yesterday, we got first incredible news. The DLC announcement trailer was announced yesterday and it happened today. It's coming out on June 21st. Very excited. Everything looks super cool. I'm most excited, I think, about, obviously, like, new bosses, new zones, whatever, but, like, the new items that are coming. One of them looked like some sort of unarmed moveset, possibly. Some sort of, like, kicking Ash of War that looked really sick. It looked really similar to the kicky guys from Sekiro. So, very excited about that. Oh, why I'm over here. But yeah, so that's been announced, so super stoked for that when it comes out. But today, we're underground. We have exhausted our key item checks above ground and are now slumming it down here in the dark. Real quick, here's the build. We currently have Redundant's Great Rune active. Going for a faith build. Pretty straightforward. As soon as we find the rolled medallion, we're going to start moving toward 50 vig. But right now, we're pretty tanky. We do have a decently heavy weapon. So, at the moment, we are not super tanky. We have decently heavy armor available to us, but like heavier than what we're currently wearing. Oh, that's not happening. That Lobster can stay right over. Oh my god, that is the safest item in the lands between. Holy. Alright. Let's see what we've got for Mimic Tier. Hello. I can't tell if that's Niall or O'Neill. I think it might be O'Neill. I think I have some bewitching branches in my inventory. Just in case it's O'Neill. Or Commander Niall. It's not, it's O'Neill. Okay. All the ads stack right up on top of them, so... That was an early roll. Didn't want to insert a post here. I should have done a strong attack instead. Oh, I missed one. Okay. There we go. Alright. Well, that's good to get out of the way early. The Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing is a guaranteed item in Nukron. So now we have maybe not better guarantee, but like there's no guarantee we get anything from these next bosses, but there's a higher chance that we get a Great Rune from both Regal Ancestor and Valiant Guards now. Or the Rolled Medallion. Because that is current objective, is Rolled Medallion. Nothing else really matters other than that. Because we cannot progress the game further until we find that. The two big ones currently, the Rolled Medallion and the Drawing Room Key. This is the only area we're locked out of currently is Volcano Manor. Those are some of the heaviest pants in the game. We do not have the endurance for it. Minor items that we're still looking for are a Somber 10 for our weapon, so we're currently at +9. Blasphemous Blade would be incredible, being able to switch our damage type back and forth and still have it be relevant to our stat spread would be good, so if we run into a really holy resistant boss like Goldfree or Melania or, I don't know, I think even like Elden Beast, like, that's the big one. Morgott and Margit are both pretty holy resistant. We could switch to a fire damage weapon, maintain the same move set, and be all set there. Trying to think if there's a specific faith breakpoint I'm looking for. Just as much damage as possible would be good. Boy, Bulgur Bloom. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, just as much damage as possible would be nice. But still, having access to specific spells or something that I'm looking for might be good. Are you still here? Bro followed me from across the map. That was fucking beautiful. Oh, that's a watchdog. That's why I like this weapon, though. Like, the weapon art is really good for the overworld. And it's got some niche cases on bosses. For example, when we just did O'Neill, one-shot all of his ads as they were spawning, because they're all nice and grouped up. And even if they aren't grouped up, this thing's got a massive frontal cone radius. So that's not really a problem. But for a weapon like Blasphemous Blade, for example, which I do think is a better weapon than this. I'm not trying to say this is a worse weapon than Blasphemous Blade. But for a weapon like that, it may have struggled with catching all of the enemies because they would have fanned out. So it would have been more strict on the timing. Alright. Well, come on. Don't just stand there menacingly. Come on. Alright, fine. I'll do it. I was contemplating going and getting the, Grace over by where you would go for Finger Slayer, but not going to be relevant, probably. We've got our Physic, and we're -1 blue flask. What do we have here? Cemetery Shade. Okay. Well, the last Cemetery Shade we ran into got deleted before it even got to us, so... teleported through my fucking... laser. What an asshole. Twice! Bruh! Oh, yes! Sweet rolled medallion. Oh. That's incredible. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Where's the thingy? There it is. It's hard to see in here. Let's get out of here. I am going to go grab the Grace down here, because it's entirely possible we do have to come back underground, because we still have Valiant Gargs. All of Deeproot consists of Fia's champs. We have Valiant Gargs, Fia's champs, Ainsel River has the Golden Seed and Noxtella. It has Dragonkin Soldier and um, Estelle. So we still have 5 key item checks underground, which could possibly be a Great Rune. So I'm going to grab the Grace over here so we don't have to run all the way from Mimic Tier again. So, not to jinx myself, which I'm now going to do, but we've been running into some pretty easy bosses along the critical path here. And getting kind of worried about finding some spooky bosses at much higher scaling. So, maybe we'll see what happens. We're about to head to mountaintops. So, we are going to be in that mediums, like, getting toward the end game scaling very soon. Mountaintops is not end game, but it's up there in terms of scaling. Alright. So, mountaintops, we've got a few checks to get. Castle Soul. There's a couple golden seeds, I think. Yeah, there's 2 golden seeds. Fire Giant, Castle Soul, as well as a Sacred Tear. And there is a Merchant as well. I am not good at Merchant Skip. I'm not going to attempt to do Merchant Skip. Not that it's dangerous or anything, it's just I've literally never done it, and realistically just don't fully know how to do it. Okay, listen here, pal. Jesus Christ. I was gonna peek over and see what the item was here, and I just see that. Well, at least he had glowy eyes. Is this a problem? We should be able to sweep off the small boys here. Just really deal with. I guess we missed a dog. Oh Lord, he rolling. Thank you for that. Now, I was watching Randomania the other day, and from what it looks like, and we'll see here in a moment, I think we can horse here now? Maybe that's a Randomania setting only? Nah, maybe. I thought we could horse here. But there's no reason not to be able to. But I guess not. Okay. Clawmark Seal we could actually use if we wanted to upgrade a seal and use like offensive things. Because we're currently a couple faith short of even using the Erdtree Seal with the faith tier. Or maybe a point short. Yeah, we need 1 more faith in order to use the Erdtree Seal, which we're probably going to continue pump faith a little bit. It is our primary damage stat. Blasted. I've never seen him turn like that. Okay. And if we need to upgrade said seal... what are the seals? I'm pretty sure we have the Godslayer seal in a shop somewhere as well. Which... I don't know. It's another smithing stone seal. I think it might be a bit better than Clawmark since we're not pumping strength. And that's where you go to get Morgoth's Great Rune. Down that other path there. fucked it. Went a little too early. The urge to quit out there was strong. So it would just automatically bring the thing back to me. Alright, let's not fuck it this time. There we go. Useless, and... that's good money. Can always go for more money. Speaking of, I think the only remembrance we found is Moog's, which is another 30k if we want to go to a mausoleum and dupe it. I don't understand how they did the remembrance amounts. Like, I understand why Godric's is like 20, but Renala's is, I think, 40. Radahn's, I think, is 40. Millennia's is 50. Moog's is 30. I just legit have no idea how they decided. Sorry, Albanoric lady. You're a bit too annoying of an enemy. I also went the wrong way. No, Mr. Cumbug. Will not be doing that. Excuse me. Can I get on the fucking thing? I just want the item. More money. Nice, nice. Alright, we ride. I see. It is nighttime. I probably could have stopped and killed it, but... oh god, a bird. Just keep riding. Don't know what that was, but I'm just gonna keep riding. Oh god, it's the bird. Jesus Christ, go away, bird. Go away, bird. Better not be like a Black Knife assassin up here that's gonna dismount me. Oh, it's the duelist with the Jar Bros. We can stop and kill this. And by stop and kill this, I mean relentlessly bully him with an Ash of War that knocks him down. I really could use some stamina regen. That was hard. $360k. Raw meat dumplings are also nice. If I ever run out of flasks. So I do have Flame Cleanse Me on my bar. Available to remove the poison even. So, let's go one more point of faith. And then we'll get Vig to 50, since we're on our way to Snowfields. And then... or not Snowfields, Mountaintops. We'll not be stopping off in Snowfields unless we are unbelievably unlucky. Because the Haligtree is a fucking trap. There's infinite deaths to falling at the very beginning when you're on the tree branches, ridiculously high scaling, tons of clumped up enemies, on top of 2 very high scaled bosses. Like, it's just... ugh. No bueno. Have fun over there, Shabriri. Normally I would kill you, but I've had you grab me before and one-shot me with that madness face hug. And I ain't down for that. Bolt Drake +2 could be good if we run into, like, Placidusax or something. Someone that does, maybe Fortisax or Lanciax, someone that does a substantial amount of lightning damage. You can swap out probably the Jar Shard for it. We're still missing a pocket, too. That's kind of unlucky. Though I don't know if we've been back to Enya since we got our second Great Rune. I think that's a key item check. Not 100% sure. This is normally your talisman pouch. But I'm not 100% confident in that. Money. Okay, current objective, survive. All there is to it. We're going to be going through mountaintops, into Farum, into Ashen Capital, and things are going to get spicy. Horalu's Remembrance, only 30k. Why? I don't know. He's the second to last boss in the game. Why is he only 30k? I don't understand the lore implications behind it, but because I'm pretty sure like Fortisax's is like 40. Fortisax is much lower scaling and earlier. Alright, so potential problem areas. Castle Soul is sometimes an issue. Most of the time it's not, but it can be. Fire Giant's arena is objectively a terrible arena. Like, it's fucking awful. The slopes are terrible. There's tons of terrain that gets in your way, rocks and trees and stuff like that. I guess we can grab this. Glad we stopped. We got a train slip. We do have sleep pots. I meant to make those. The sleep pots can be very useful even outside of Godskin. Like, it's just a pretty decent tech item. Jeez, I didn't realize they were so high up there. The Castle Soul's a bad one. There's obviously the chain, but as long as we're not under fire by like a giant archer or something, the chains are fine. The jump up to the bowl, also not great. But fast travelable out. We don't mention the sewer incident. But this is about how far the run got last time. We got through Fire Giant and decided to go back to the sewers before we burned down the capital. Because the sewers are a little bit weird after you burn it down. So, just decided to go back and knock that out, and then I died flubbing controller inputs on fast traveling after I sucked it up on the sewer skip. It wasn't even the sewer skip. I literally just jumped past the ledge you need to start on to do the sewer skip, and I fucked it up. Which sucks, because like, I've done tons of runs in randomizers, and I always do sewer skip. I'm pretty good at it. I'll one-shot it most of the time. But I guess just nerves got me. Who would have thought? Who is our boss? If Borealis is an easy boss, it's a good kill because it gives a lot of runes. And it's not guaranteed to be a dragon boss like it normally is with these settings. But I also just kind of want to see who it is to know what's out of the pool. Any open world boss you can peep is nice, but it's hard to see this one because the mist comes in and then they spawn in afterward. I don't know if these little animals are indicative that it's Regal Ancestor or what. I don't think it is, though. Where are you at? Oh, it's a rat. Oh, there you are. It's just Celeria? Yo, Celeria is easy. Really banking on that stagger. So I was completely out of stamina. Oh! Low profile to grab, I guess? That's the game. GG! Yeah, Slurry is pretty free. Starlight Shard. Oh, new power at the Cathedral. We could go check and see if that was Golden Bough or Bestial Vitality. I'm not running around with Blessing of the Erd Tree because it's so expensive. And if we find Bestial Vitality, I might throw a few points into Mind because it's super cheap. Lasts for like 5 minutes. But currently we can barely weapon art twice with our FP. Sewer Jail Key. Not relevant in the slightest. Smithing Bell 3. If we were using a smithing weapon, I'm sure that would be great. Alright, almost 50. Look at that health bar. It's obscene. Like, I think 50 is probably where we can stop, because we have the medallions we have, or the talismans we have. We got the plus 2 HP medallion and the Blessing of the Erd Tree. Blessing of the Erd Tree? Erd Tree's favored. Blessing of the Erd Tree is a spell. Okay, that's all we're getting. What is kind of nice about Mountaintops is we do get a decent amount of freebie runes. There's just a lot of stuff that just falls off of cliffs and dies. For whatever reason. Sometimes it can be a lot. Most of the time it's not. Especially by the first grace after you get across the bridge. You can see from the grace that there are enemies dying to fall damage because there are bats that are hung up under this little walkway or whatever, but they don't die to fall damage. I guess they fly down, even though that's not how most enemies in this game work. The bats don't die to fall damage, but the enemies that replace them do. So, I mean, if you're ever hurting for runes, you can always just sit there and sit the grace over and over again. Oh, see, there's another one. It's not a lot of money, though. This also can happen in the super early game. If you go to Dragon Barrow, there's a decent number of enemies that will die to fall damage on the jump puzzle down to where you pick up the Dragon Crest, Shield Talisman, and Cincadia. Sometimes it can be a substantial amount, and because it's in Dragon Barrow, the rune gain that you get is scaled up. So if there's a particularly juicy enemy that is dropping and falling there, you can get, honestly, over the course of just sitting at that grace for like a minute or two, you could get more runes than actually killing Grail. Ow. Oh, motherfucker. Game crashed. I really hope that doesn't spawn me back in right on top of that Beastman, because that could be Little sketchy. He knocks me off my horse while I'm already at low health. We're pretty tanky, but I mean, we're taking a substantial amount of damage from them. Oh, that was infinitely worse than what I was expecting. Holy shit. If I had fallen off this chain, Jesus Christ. Oh, I didn't expect to go back that far. I was thinking, oh, maybe we'd be back at the Grace, because I did sit down here. Holy. God. Blast. This has to be, like, one of the best quality of life features that's part of the randomizer, though, is that you don't get dismounted by invaders. You just don't have to worry about them. Somber Bell 3. Let's get to Fire Giant. We'll get the Fire Giant Grace, but we do need to get the golden seed up the hill over there as well. Oh, it was just Arganthy? Yeah. It's funny, people always think Arganthy is bugged, and I think his AI may be bugged a little bit, but he's the invader that has the one-eyed shield that will constantly, like, cock it and then not fire it. He is bugged in a way that, not because he can't use the shield, but his AI will only fire the shield if you're a certain distance away. But he'll still try and, like, cock it and activate it even if you're close. So, fun factoid that I've noticed when fighting him. Because I've seen him shoot it. He does shoot it. He knows how. Alright. Last flash charge. I think a solid 10-4 is fine. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 10 shots of Wave of Gold. And it allows us to cast some spells in between if necessary. So, any peeks? Oh, it's a small boy or a spawner, one of the two. Bosses that I'm not looking for, you know, the usual offenders like Melania, Fortisax, Godskin Duo. Those are all very annoying. Oh, it's mimicked here! Oh no! What happened to my weapon? Oh, he still has it. Never mind. Oh, how did I not get the backstab there? That would have done no damage, I think. Oh, I didn't drink my physic yet either. Oh no, not the sleep pot. Okay. A bit more annoying than I would have hoped, but here we go. And we have... Oh, Dragon Good Soldier. Okay. Oh, right. I didn't roll fast enough. Alright. You're being an asshole. Stop it. That missed. It is Ice Lightning Dragon can. Okay. You done? No? Okay. Oh, it's an early roll. It's okay, we have time. Early. Early again. Holy fuck, I'm gonna die. I was not being serious. I was drinking my flask. I fucking hate this boss, man. Shitty ass timings. Oh, that's that. Fuck's sake. And here I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe I'll get to finish this run and start a character for the DLC. You know, that'd be nice. Actually, I want to check a setting here. Placement. I don't want night bosses. Because that could lead to just like 7 night calves in a row at the end of the game or something. Because there's, I believe, 15 or 16 night calves. Same thing with Bellbearing Hunters, like 8 or 9, maybe 10 Bellbearing Hunters. So, let's see. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So let's do that. Yeah, night bosses are completely irrelevant for the most part. You just ignore them. And because we're not doing all bosses, they're not required at all. If they were doing all bosses, whatever, I'd randomize them all. But we're not. So. It's genuinely upsetting. That was a good run, too. Oh well. See if we make our way into a good build this time. A good start. Goodbye, Deathless 4. And welcome in the legend. Alright, so we got Short Sword. Devour Scepter is not a good weapon. Lord Sword and Straight Sword, 1 point off using is okay, and that's some heavy armor right there. Banished Knight's armor is good. It's also got the banana. Rotten Great Axe is a good one. Or Icon Shield is continual health regen, but it's very heavy. Meteorite of Estelle is strong if you're a... Jesus Christ. Literally can't even see the character. Look at that. No on that. Lance, not great. Whip's not great. The Remy's okay. Man, alright, not a great start. Probably just gonna go with... This is a good stat layout, at least. A bit low on the dex, but 1 point of dex will let us use the straight sword, and we've got decent armor. This is my preferred stat layout here. And I think, actually, Ice Crest might be a parrying shield. And if it is, I'll go with this one, actually, yeah. Vagabond's usually the thing I prefer anyway. I didn't even look at the other ones, I just saw Foulfoot. Honorable mention, though, is Sacred Tear. Just for better flasks early. But yeah, Foulfoot, there's no real competition between those. Alright. We'll choose Angry Man this time. I'm a little upset about that, to be honest. I really shouldn't have died there. I got up super slowly from the knockdown, and then died in my flask animation. And it's impossible. It was impossible for me to see what he was doing. Like, my camera was butted up against a fucking tree. No skill? Fuck. Oh well. But yeah, my camera was up against a tree in one direction, and the boss was off to the other side, so if I turned to look at him, it would have shoved my camera inside my face. I can make all the excuses I want. Ultimately, it's a skill issue, but it sucks, I guess. Alright. Let's see who our freebie boss is. And technically, I should be letting the boss kill me here. Who are you? You're not Theo. Just regular Magnorm. And Theodorix has like the orange on his face. And Makar is named. Theo's also named, to be fair. Oh, short sword doesn't have square off? Oh shit. Okay. The Charged R2 does a decent impression of it, at least. I've got a wieldable weapon. It's the only reason I'm actually fighting this guy. If I didn't have a wieldable weapon, we'd just be hopping off. It's also a super easy boss, so... I'll do it a third time? Jackass. Come here. All the time in the world to regen stamina here, because he's got infinite iframes after a riposte. Okay, goodbye. Oh, got blasted. Okay. The third time? Okay. Oh! Oh, he pushed me into the lava with his hitbox. What an asshole. If you die to actual damage from the tutorial boss, though, you don't take a death. Like, you don't get the you died screen, and um, you technically go to 1 HP. But if you jump off, you do get the "you died" screen, so... It's just one of those things. It would have been nice to kill him so it had the starting money, but... Is what it is. Oh, what is happening? There's a lot of things dying. Jarhead. Hell yeah. One thing I love about Randomizer is you get some of the weirdest items that have the most obscure quests to get. Just laying around. Like, the Jarhead, you have to do Alexander's quest all the way up to Mount Gelmir. Alright, we got a Rotten Duelist replacing Tree Sentinel. Don't love to see that, but it is what it is. I can't believe Short Sword doesn't have square off, bro. We've got some trash-ass weapons here. Shield without parry. Shield without anything, but shield without parry. 400% block. Straight sword without square off. Unbelievable. The moveset's decent, at least. I do like the thrusting R2. Okay. Respec on deck. What we got, Kale? Infinite boiled crab. That's actually fantastic. Stomper 2 and 4, as well as Marika's Scar Seal. Omen armor is also extremely heavy, so that's good. We'll have to remember the crab. The crab is basically the same thing as the Opaline hard tier. It's like a 10% physical damage reduction. Really good. And we got infinite supply of it for 300 gold, or 300 runes each. It's huge. We'll pick up some more of that later once we're actually getting into combat situations. Obviously, we don't have expendable income at the moment. But we do have Foul Foot, so as soon as we find Bleed or Frost and Fire, we can go kill Grail. I kind of like the idea of semi-region locking, where we go do all the stuff in Limgrave, and then kill Grail for a decent start of runes, and then go back, but I'm not allowed to go to, like, Liurnia and the rest of Caelid. So... just to get the ball rolling a little bit quicker. Run up doesn't look spooky at all, so that's good. Enemies over here don't look that bad. There's that crab, but it's patrolling around in the middle. Should leave us alone for the most part. Thank you for the new car, Melina.
I bequeath you. It will sound torrent. Treat him with.
This crab is munching. Don't like him being right there. Next, now he's wandered his way over. Okay, crab being kind. Okay. Crabbo is not chasing us. Those are really light, so I don't think we care about it particularly. Let's grab the iron wet blade, or the wet blade. Whetstone knife. For easy Ash of War changes. Smithing 4. Grab the Grace here for patches later. I don't particularly plan on going there now. Like, Patches is an easy boss. He can be kind of annoying with his, like, great shield poking. So, not that key on it. Oh, that's a Royal Revenant over there. Oh. Is it? Yep, it's patrolling around the area. Okay. We're off to Stormhill Shack. I can't tell you how many times I watched the DLC reveal trailer today. Twin Helm. Okay. Short-lived jar. Also Eclipse Shield. I don't think we care about the Eclipse Shield. What else do we pick up? I don't remember, so it can't have been that good. I see. There's an ulcerated tree spirit on the path up to Stormhill. Lovely. Let's allocate our blasts if we're going to do that. We don't have an Ash of War or any spells, so let's... HP flasks.
Everyone who can, only to have it, you know.
Oh shit! It's Gender Bent Blythe.
Well, that, but I don't have. It's scared. I want on nothing. Can you take?
Smithing 5. Okay. How's our protection look? About 20%? Yeah, we got super light stuff currently. The scaled armor is fine, and the twin helmet is fine. Is that an omen killer? Let's see how tanky he is. Not very. Okay. It's doable. Okay. Wild Strikes. Okay. Wild Strikes on a large bleed weapon could be a pretty solid pickup. Death Lightning. How fucking useless. Viridian Amber +1. That's a good talisman. Alright. Would like to get on my horse. I missed. Let's see what some of these critters drop. We had a run where they dropped infinite smithing 4s. What's up, Bernie? God, Bernal always has the best drip. Incredible. Somber 7. Golden Vow, Ash of War. Alright, hold on, we need that. No, it's floating my boat, don't you worry. It's been broke. Thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and pop that on the short sword here. And now we've got at least a little something going on. We'll leave it standard since we don't have any faith scaling currently. Using it here because it is a damage reduction. Mirror Helm. Ellen's Primal Glintstone. If we care to do some quests, we got it.
Hello? Can you hear me? I at least. I just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all.
We got the half T-pose.
Oh, that's... Well, I...
Dragon Heart, Golden Rune 3. Alright.
Wait. I see it now. Humans always... And there's nothing left to say, except... I am Alexander, the great Star Warrior.
Alright. Frenzy Flame Stones. Okay. I don't think we need to bother carrying any blue flask. Golden Vow is kind of expensive, but it's not so relevant at the moment that we'll need more than 2 for a boss fight, probably. And we're never more than usually a couple minutes away from a grace in the early game here. Lion's Claw, also another really good one, along with the stance damage tier and freezing grease. Okay, so we got some good stuff there. We find, like, I don't know, some claws could be a pretty good weapon to use with some freezing grease. You got like the raptor talons or the hook claws. Obviously Starfist would be the nut, but we're not trying to do that again. I mean, I would. Don't get me wrong. If we get Starfist, we'll use them. But we're not gonna bank on finding them. But maybe we could will them into existence. Just maybe. Okay. You get to live, Mr. Crab, because you're short. Alright, Mr. Marmot, you're the only one that can't fly away. Bruh. When hanging out on a ledge. Oh my god, I'm getting sauced on by a fucking critter. Didn't even drop his item. Son of a bitch. Alright. Okay. Big money. Pretty sure Elden Beast is 50k. Which means we've got 100k just sitting around. Waiting to be used. Somber 2. Money. Some darts. Golden Halberd. It's an okay weapon. It's got Golden Vow baseline. It's got good charged R2s, so maybe if we find some charged attack synergy items, so like the charged tier or the charged talisman, we could use it. It's not my favorite, but it's a weapon. It's a somber too, so it's not a pain to upgrade. But we'll keep our option open. We have plenty of other stuff to get through. It does have decent requirements though. 14 dex, 12 faith. 30 strength's not too bad, because this is a strength-based class. So our current strength is 14. We would only need 6 strength levels to get that two-handed. So, I mean, with the Elden Remembrance and the... let's see. With the Elden Remembrance and the Mausoleum in Weeping, we'll have plenty of money to get item requirements. So we can spend all the money we get from Grail on like Big, and the stuff from Elden Beast Remembrance on weapon requirements. We could even just bust the Remembrance early and just dump all that into Vig, just to make the early game run around much safer. We'll scout out Fort Height. If Fort Height looks particularly toxic, we might do that. We're spending 5, and some poison boluses. Dragon Knight Kristoff. Okay. Let's see what the chests in Blythe's Ruins have to offer us. Okay, fat cash. Good. Dex tier. Okay. Dex tier's good. It gives us access to a lot of weapons, too. Like, we could potentially use a pretty high dex weapon without having to meet the full requirements for it. Something like Bolt of Grandsax, or probably not Hand of Belania, but those are the 2 higher dex weapons that I can think of. Couple of seeds that are pretty expensive. Bloodhound Step, Ash of War, and Sombers 1 and 2. Okay. He also has a really cheap rune. Oh, we have 2 rune arcs. That's all the rune arcs we need for the run. Good. Probably, if we go, like, activate Radons and then we find Godric's later on, maybe not, but... Point is, we've got enough rune arcs. And I think I will just go ahead and commit the Elden Remembrance to Vigor. Just go ahead and do it now. This should get us to about, probably like 25, 30. Considering we haven't leveled up at all. Oh wow, 34. Okay, we'll go with that and this. Those are good early game breakpoints to hit. Go put the dex tier in. Waste not, want not. Okay. All looks pretty tame. Nice. Beautiful talisman. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, and in here we got a Basilisk. Torch Noble. Oh, Jesus! And the fucking gank squad out of nowhere. Your lord. Kinda wanted to go check the items down there. Nice backstep, idiot. Yeah, blow that horn. Oh, I didn't get the backstab. Excuse me, Mr. Bat. Kindly come down here and go fuck yourself. Bruh. Jesus Christ. I keep forgetting to Golden Vow. Night Shard. Not a good spell. Oh, that is a heavy hat, though. Also looks cool. Can't discount that fact. I have the Elden... sorry, I have the Erd Tree on my helmet. Very exciting. I don't think... That might be vanilla deck to half. I don't know if you get the right or the left here, but... Okay. We got the deck to half. Let's go back to Beach Merchant, then head off to Weeping. I think I need to clean out the back of my monitor. This one is... My primary monitor is... fine. This is an older monitor, and it's still got a vent on the top of it that needs to be cleaned out every once in a while, and I keep forgetting to do it. I think it might be overheating. If you're ever on the hunt for a golden Foulfoot in the base game, non-randomized, the item that I just picked up on the beach there is a Foulfoot. A gold Foulfoot. It's a pretty cheap sacred tier. Take that. But drop that in my flasks up here. Then we're off to Weeping. We'll do the Weep Sweep. Hopefully we find some either rot or bleed of some sort, because we currently don't have access to either. Or, like, Venomous Fangs would be a good one. Some, like, reusable poison. Oh, hey. That is excellent news. Fire Giant Phase 2 is not in the pool. Whew. We love to hear that. Also, that's a Golem Archer out of the pool as well. Okay, the item on top of that rock is staying... Oh, God. Oh, God. You stay right over there, giant as fuck hand. Okay. Yeah. Weapons we're on the lookout for currently. Obviously, any of the banger somber weapons, non-somber weapons. I like claws, I like katanas. So, the Uchi, Nagakiba, both of those would be great. Obviously, Starfist, we talked about that. Iron Balls as well. Iron Balls don't have bleed, but they're still really strong fist weapons. Venomous Fang, Antspur Rapier. I'm sure there's plenty of others that I'm not thinking of that I would be really happy to see. Like Claymore. Claymore would be great. Big fan of the Claymore's moveset. Also comes with Lion Claw, so we don't have to buy it if we want to use it. The Lion's Claw is a bit of a trap in a run like this because you just get a shit ton of Hyper Armor when you activate it. That's not good. I don't like where that hand is. Okay, charge the other way. We're good. Carrying Night Greaves, I believe, are heavier than what we're using. One of the things I really value about claws and like Starfist, the balls and stuff, they're very light, so it frees up a lot of your equip load to just go toward armor without having to invest super heavily in stamina or endurance.
My token, my name is a servant, but I swear my good father decided him. A servant, they've since come. I fear it's please. Would you mind my soul, please? Then please.
Oh, gee, thanks. That's what I always wanted. Spending 7. Seedbed Curse. Beast Champ Gauntlets are heavy, those are good. And a Smithing 6. What is this lag spike happening? Is there a spicy boss up here? Oh no, it's a night boss. Okay. It's also not nighttime. Yeah. I don't like randomizing the night bosses into the pool. I didn't realize it wasn't an option until now. But yeah, just like night calves, deathbirds, and flame tier for cheap is nice. Gargoyle's Black Blade. The last time I used it was in a multiplayer randomizer, and it overperformed quite a bit because the weapon art is Black Flame. But I do not believe this to be a good weapon. It's got really heavy requirements for the fact that it's not very good. It is a somber weapon, which is nice. But it's just not very good. It's okay. Like, it's not broken, but it's certainly not good. And the fact that its damage is holy, kind of puts me off of it a bit. You don't have any way of changing that. Like, if you can infuse a normal, like, smithing weapon, you can change its infusion from holy to something else. But as its base, it's a split damage physical holy weapon that has a Black Flame Ash of War vacuum slice. Which is fine. But it's not great. We have full Deathless. Just want to do Radon first? Also, I keep forgetting that the Rusty Key is technically an item check. So the chest inside Stormbill. I just thought about that yesterday. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that is a key item check. That could technically be a Great Rune. And it's one of those ones that flies so far under my radar because who the fuck needs the Rusted Iron Key, you know? Alright, let's head up to the Frenzy Flame Village, grab the Sacred Tier there, and then we'll hop down. And head around to the other checks and leaping. And we'll go ahead and we'll dupe the Elden Remembrance as well. Alright, what do you drop? Miranda Powder in stacks of 3. That's a lot of poison crafting materials. What about you, little deer? Little deer drops smoldering butterflies and East Liver. I don't hear any enemies that are going to be bad up here. There are plenty of very quiet, shitty enemies, though. Crab and a cum bug. 2 bad ones, for sure. I think we're good now. Sanctified Wetblade is not bad. If we decide to go Faith build and have a non-somber weapon, we can give it faith scaling on either holy or fire. No, holy. We can also infuse lightning, I believe. So if we go a dex build and we want lightning damage, we can do that. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Let me check. Or yeah, it's lightning and holy. Lightning gives you higher dex scaling, which is good for a dex build. I was talking to a friend the other day. He said that there's a spirit spring around here somewhere that we can go into. Is it that? That's way too far away. Oh, no, I see. You jump from there to there to there. I don't know if I want to do that. It just feels wrong. Also, I don't know those jumps, so one of those drops could be lethal. We're just going to go this way. Call it good. Yeah, we'll have to find a weapon first before we decide. If we haven't found a weapon by the time we get to Grail, then We may just pump Vig all the way up and work our way to a weapon eventually later. But I have a feeling between the graveyards coming up, the merchant, the round table merchant as well, like, we've got tons of item checks left before we'll find something usable. You know, it's whether it's a Bloodhound Fang or Stormhawk Axe. We do have Golden Halberd too. I'm not discounting Golden Halberd as an option. I'd just rather not hit requirements that steep. Because I'm pretty sure this class has decently low faith. Yeah, 9. So, I mean, it's 3 levels there, 1 level of dex, and 6 levels. So, it's 10 levels. I guess not that bad. I don't know. We'll see how we're feeling. Yeah, Golden Halberd's definitely currently our running contender for, yes, I'm going to use this weapon if I don't find anything else. Smithing 7. Somber 2. Yeah. Any Sombers and Smithing Stones that we don't have to buy are better, you know. Better. Do I know what you guys drop yet? Oh, what do penguins drop? Dragonfly heads. Okay. Oh, Marmots drop smithing 2s. That's why we check. So if we ever run into a smithing 2 problem, we know what to do. We eliminate the Marmots. At least until we get the bell bearing from Liurnia. Alright. Let's go knock down the turtle. I don't know why fists work so well for this. But they have such a good hitbox for cleaning off the feet. Woo. It's gonna fall now. Yep. I'm keying onto the audio cue for that. It, like, halts all sound for a second before it drops. Alright, Elden Remembrance. Let's head to the Merchant, and then the Graveyard. Actually, I think there's a couple of graveyards that I've been missing over all these runs. So there might be some up that way. I think they're in Weeping somewhere.
Well, it's been how can I?
What you got? Waves of Darkness. 2 smithing 6s. We're actually doing pretty good on, like, normal smithing stones. So we might have a Giga smithing stone weapon start. So we don't have any 1s or 3s. but we've got all the 6s we need. We're missing 1 5 and a couple of 4s, so it's not bad. We still don't know what crabs drop. Somber 7. Smithing 4, okay. We only need 1 more of those. Oslow's armor. Drippy, but not good. Summer's loves, also not good. Bars everywhere. Oh yeah, we had the Beast Champions gloves, that's right. Oslow's armor is slightly better, actually. Okay, well, I guess we got the cloak. I mean, I guess that was just like the Vagabond's armor, like basically starter armor. Oh wait, hold on. But it's got worse poise, slightly better protection. I think 51 is a... It's either 51 or 52. I keep saying it's like that big poise breakpoint, so I guess we'll stick with what we got for now. Where are these graveyards at? It's not this way, obviously. I feel like they were by the beach, though. No, I'm not seeing anything. I thought there were more graveyards around, but I guess not. Rephrase. I know there are more graveyards around. I am not privy to their locations. Actually, ooh. Sometimes you can see them on the map. Do you see like this right here? That's a graveyard. I'm not in a safe place. Let me go to Grace over here on my map. Just have a nice sit. We'll put those seeds and tears into my flasks. Let's see. No clue. Oh, it's here. I see it right there. It's by Fort Height. I knew it was by the... I think somewhere. Oh. Well, it's guarded by a dragon. May not be the safest graveyard to visit right now. It's one of the glintstone dragons too, so it does have a breath attack. Well, let's see what we can grab. Living 3, freezing grease, curve sword. Crucible Axe helmets. I think that might be slightly heavier than Loretta's. Rune Arc, Crown, and Shard Spiral. Okay. I have angered the dragon. I am leaving. Or another dragon. I'm running out of real estate here. Let's head back to the Grace. God, there's a bird over there too. Jesus. Nailed it. Yeah, I don't see anything else around. It's quite the distance on that laser breath. Comet, whatever it was. Okay. No weapons outside of Golden Halberd so far. Particularly interested in, so let's head to Grail, get our free levels, and well, actually we don't have any way of killing Grail. Yeah, we don't have any Bleed or Frost or anything. But let's still head to Grail anyway, because that'll get us to Round Table. We can light the fire at your ranks and go see what we've got at Round Table Hold. So the triggers for Round Table are entering Margit's Arena at least once. Oh my god! That's Melania. And she's here. She's aggroed. Okay, at least since it's phase 1 Melania, she's just gonna walk towards me menacingly and not just leap across the arena.
Forgive me.
Well, that's another good boss to have out of the pool. You know. Look at these cowboy boots on the Carrion Knight's armor, man. Oh, God. That's actually 2 excellent fights to not have to deal with. Both Fire Giant and Melania. Fire Giant phase 2 specifically, and Melania both out of the pool is pretty massive for a run like this. Let's see, we've got Jellyfish Shield and the Nox Flowing Sword. Cheap Seed we can take. Crimson Whirl is not the one I want it to be. Another crown that we're not going to use. Very expensive Scooby Snack. Burger rank. Let's see if we have anything less than that. Ooh. I guess as a last ditch, we could go to Patches. We don't really have a good weapon to use yet, but I guess we could pop the Elven Beast Remembrance and just go ahead and roll with Golden Halberd. It's going to put us in heavy load for sure, so we're going to have to lighten our armor up a bit. Sure, go with Via's Hood. So we need 12 Faith, 14 Dex, and 20 Strength. It's not enough. I mean, we do have more money. Let's sell our runes to Hugh and see if we can make it to the requirements.
You'll no matter how
Maybe? It's going to be close. We may not be able to afford to upgrade it, though. Okay, so technically we can skip the dex level and just use the physic. I mean, we need 600 runes. It's not like we can't do it.
Well, I took you no matter out your own.
Let's just sell off some garbage. Wheeled grease. Yeah, that can go. Bloodwort can go. Celestial Dew. Lost Ashes War can go. Every Sickle and Flowing Curve Sword can go. Crown can go. Mirror Helm can go. Wind Helm can go. Oslo's can go. That was expensive. Harrow's Reach Talisman can go. Alright, yeah, we've got plenty of money. We'll be able to afford upgrades now, too. Alright. 1 point of dex. We can now two-hand the weapon. Let's get our Somber Stones. I know we have a 2 already. I know we have at least one in a shop. We have infinite ones in the shop. I think that's EG's stack. That's good. Do we have a 3? No, we have a 4. We have a 2 and a 4. No 3. Alright. Well, let's go +2 this. And we can go kill Patches, and then we can do Margit after that.
I don't believe I'm no.
Shut up. I don't know why I'm stopping you. I need to be going to Hugh.
Well, I took you no matter out your own.
Alright. +2 golden halberd. Let's go see a bald man about a bell bearing. We do have to be wary of that Royal Revenant, so we're going to kind of swing wide here.
Oi! You there?
Where is it?
You were just thank you. I was put and I ended up. Oh, when they and so this is all I hope.
Hailing Thrust. Alright, gotta find my spot here. Since we're a little off center, I think this is it. We're gonna peek. Yep, there's my campfire. Vargrim the Raging Wolf. Also, I love that they still use the Raging Wolf armor as, like, the poster child's armor set. For the... like, for the trailer and stuff. For the DLC trailer, they still have the guy in the Raging Wolf armor. I think it's cool. Even though it's a super obscure armor set that's hard to get. It's not hard to get. It's just part of the Volcano Manor invasion quests. Bruh. I just got kicked out of my Charge R2 animation.
Wait, please. I surrender.
Yeah. Thank you. Back to round table, we'll check the bell bearing, and then we're off to Margit. Where are we at right now? 50 minutes. Not a bad setup time. Patches has another Somber 4. Nothing useful, looks like. Gold Order Seal is, I mean, it's a seal if we decide to use any sort of faith buffs. We at least have a seal, but it's not a good one. 17 int on it is rough. Alright. Yeah, well, we don't have Bleed for Grail, so I guess we're off to March. No Great Runes yet, either. I'd say it's relatively rare to not find a Great Rune in Limgrave. There's quite a few merchants and key item checks between Limgrave and Weaving Peninsula. Godfrey Icon could be good if we find something like Gordovis' Greatsword, or... I don't think we're going to be playing any incants or spells, so charging them's not going to be a thing. But there are some chargeable weapon skills that could be good with that. Ordovis is really the only one I can think of at the moment. I like Cragblade. The dragon... both the Placidus Axe and Bolts of Grand Sax. Oh, Niall. Okay. What's up, fellas? Okay. Oh, God. Jesus. He just started with his phase transition bullshit? Holy fuck. Well, that guy got caught on the terrain, at least. Jesus Christ. That was so much damage. Alright. It's you and me, Niall. That was super early. Why am I near you? Okay, you gotta do your transition phase.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
That's not the attack I was expecting. I am getting fucking ragdolled here, bro. Absolutely sauced on. Excuse me? I hit the roll up. Well, that was spooky. I'm glad we got the Elden Remembrance. Excuse me, sir. You're at 1 HP. Need you to not be alive anymore. Shared Order. Okay, I guess.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smoldering with thy meager.
Shared Order is actually like really good against like Deathrite birds. There is only one Deathrite bird in the pool without night bosses, though. It's the one from Consecrated Snowfields. Or not Consecrated Snowfields, not Top of the Giants. Well, 1 whole point of endurance, hell yes.
You there? It's titled The God You Breached. Well, but of course. The gates! Open the gates! What's it to you?
Missed twice.
Back, you red tarnished.
Alright, maybe Gosco will have a Somber 3. There's a couple item checks over here we can grab without jumping down and committing to that side of Stormvale as well. Okay, 2 respecs on deck. Those are my footsteps. Okay. Got a little spooked there for a second. That's not where I want to be. Alright. Let's go check Gostok's Bell Bearing for a Somber 3. Or a better weapon. I like Golden Halberd, but we don't have any of the stuff that synergizes with it yet, so it makes it a little less good. I'm gonna say Somber 7 and Morgoth's Cursed Sword. Good. Oh, none of that's useful. Oh. Let's go explore Stormvale. Out of the way. Flame Protect Me is really good, but we're already minus one of the big fire damage bosses. Excuse me. I was just trying to buff. But you two are being unreasonable. I'm leaving. I'll buff before I go in this time. Jesus Christ. Not a fan of these enemies. That's a non-respawning enemy, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, with Golden Halberd, if we had found the Strength tier, that would be much better. The Charged Attack tier would be really good. Those are the 2 really big ones. I think the Faith tier would even be marginally better than the Dex tier. And the Holy tier as well. Because this is pretty evenly split between Holy and Physical. It's not... It is slightly more Physical, but it's a decent amount of Holy. Knight's Greatsword I do like. It's got a good moveset. It's obviously just got the Greatsword moveset, but I do like it. I missed. Oi. It is, yeah, it's an Albinoric Archer. I'm gonna go kill that before it becomes a problem. You rotate on a fucking swivel. Holy shit. Just trying to get behind you to backstab. Okay. Hello there. Okay. Oh, my physics already active. Somber 8. Okay. Okay, well, I see 2 flowers already. That's a stationary gargoyle, so I'm not super upset about that. There's a cum bug. I think we're going to leave the rest. We're just going to go. Bops's barrier. Does Thops's barrier work as a physical parry as well? Because we do have a small shield to parry with that doesn't have an Ash of War on it. Kind of want to do some science. Can also be used in the same way as a regular parry. Excellent. Okay, so we have a parry shield online. We run into a parryable boss. Mostly Crucible Knights are the ones I'm worried about. But there are others. Godskin Noble, also very parryable. The enemies down here don't look too bad, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the item checks that are down here as well. It was actually 3 demi-humans. That's interesting. And 1 misbegot. We got this. It's just a hand. Oh, yeah. Simple. Okay, Academy Scroll. Why is all this armor so heavy? Oh well. Maybe we find room for Melania's armor later. Okay. It's the fucking snail. Halberd moveset is so weird. Lightning tier. Okay.
Be proud. You're a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of misstep. Let the winds lift you.
Oh, I just buffed Nepheli too. That was a mistake.
Let the stars remind you. This lesson comes from the fellow. I am slain. Please. Become Elton Lord.
2 whole freezing grease. Nice. Alright, we're good on smithing 4s for sure. I know we've picked up 3 since we got in here, and I'm pretty sure we already had some. Alright. We'll grab the scarab item here, and then be ready to rock. And I guess the item up there as well. I normally don't fuck with the items in the corner there, because there's just too many enemies around. Too much shit to go wrong. I don't see an orange glow, so I don't care. Okay. And yeah, there are tons more item checks in Stormville Castle, but I don't want to be in here for like 2.5 hours. It is a great legacy dungeon. It's awesome. But not here to explore. Still no go on the hats. Alright. Well, we know it won't be Melania or Fire Giant Phase 2. Oh, it's an Earth Avatar. Okay. Could be the splitting one, because it is not putrid. In fact, it's colored kind of snowy, which makes me think it might be. Should stagger? Oh, it didn't. In that case, I am blasted. This should stagger. 100%. Oh no, it died too early. I was really hoping to see if it was the splitting Nurture Avatar. Thought it might have lived the riposte. That's that 1.1 riposte right there. Okay. Loretta or Crucible Axe? Crucible Axe has slightly better physical, but less of it. Yeah, no, Crucible Axe seems a little bit better. Doesn't match her armor as well, but it is what it is. Alright, so things we're on the lookout for. Better weapon. Barring that, buffing stuff for the weapon, so we're looking for the charged attack tier, we're looking for the strength tier, holy tier, any of those would suffice. Because we've already got Golden Vow. I suppose Flame grant me strength, but we don't have the faith for it, so we would have to start leveling faith if we find that. FGMS is not perfect for this weapon, but it does buff a bit of physical damage. It also gives some stamina. It's a stamina buff for the duration, though it is a short-term buff. I think Golden Vow lasts for 45 seconds for the Ash of War. Flame Gravy Strength only lasts for 30. I'm not sure how I feel about the Radon Festival music throughout the entirety of Liurnia.
Getting through to you, is there?
Kind of just trying to be thorough on item checks. I know Thops normally drops his staff, which means it's replaced by something. Another Somber 7, okay. Found an invisible assassin. So I think there's a possible 2 more in the world, maybe 3. I don't know 100% how many non-NPC invisible assassins, or non-boss invisible assassins there are in the world. I think there's only 3 in Ordina, but there may be 4.
Oh, don't ask.
2 cheap seats. 4. Nothing else exciting. Neither of those weapons are very good. I guess raw meat dumpling is good too. And if we particularly care to do the Thea ending, we have the item for that for pretty cheap. You can maybe start carrying 1 blue flask now. We've got plenty of HP. Restoration at the moment. Another seedbed curse. Oh boy. I missed. Just poking my head around for some item checks. I'm not 100% sure what all's in these ruins. I know there's an item over here. In this little corner. Blackguard's Mask is heavy, but I doubt it's as heavy as the Crucible armor. Bear just had to T-pose on me, huh? See how it is. We've been really, really light on key items so far. That's the Deathblight buildup. Fixer. Okay, it's down there. And we just casually walk to the ground. Bolt of Grand Sax is a good weapon. We do have access to respecking, so the points we put into Faith and Strength we can reallocate to Dex later. We do have the Dex tier as well as the Lightning damage tier. This might be our play. We're gonna have some fat damage. He's fucking taking off. Oh, and Sacred Blade? Sacred Blade's really good for Deathrite birds. But again, we only have a possible 1. It's a nice tech item to keep in your back pocket, because it does pure holy damage. Let's grab the Glintstone key. Alright, that's 1 Estelle. That's good. We don't know. We don't have any way of telling which Estelle it is. So it could be either or. Oh, he's aggroed. Oh my god, that range. What the fuck was that? Okay, I guess we're dead. Alright, I guess. No problem. Wasn't a particularly blessed seed anyway. We did have some pretty good bosses out of the pool with Fire Giant Phase 2 and Melania, but then we just got fucking two-tapped by Estelle off our horse. I was just trying to grab the item, but it was stuck under that fucking octopus. God damn it. That's always the danger of being on Torrent, especially in a boss fight. Torrent can get you stun locked on the ground, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you get knocked off Torrent while you're in your laying down on the ground recovery animation, you have no iframes. Alright. By Deathless 5. Okay. So we have the Cane Sword. Cane Sword is not a good weapon, but it does have Square Off. I do know that. So it's an okay option for stance breaks. I am 100% certain if I choose this class, we enter the game overloaded. That is 2 colossal swords and a heavy gray shield, even with that light ass armor. Rotten Crystal Sword is interesting. Having access to percentage damage early is good. It is the weakest version of Rot, but it is a version of Rot. No. No. Carrion Slicer is a good spell, but no. Sentry's Torch is a nice tech item to have access to, but no. Iron Cleaver is an okay weapon. It's got a wacky moveset, though. Oh, we got balls. I repeat, we have balls. I'm also a big fan of Zamber Curve Sword, but the Confessor does not have a good starting stat layout for it. And then the Black Knife. So, current frontrunners are Rotten Crystal Sword. This guy also has the Raptor's Black Feathers, which is the chump attack damage increase chest piece. But we're currently looking at balls or Rot. And honestly, I think Rot. Kindred of Rot's Exaltation also leaning toward that. 3 Foulfoots. We didn't even get to use them last time. Kindred of Rot's Exaltation we'll actually be able to use with this weapon, so yeah, let's do that. We'll let Marianne try again. Alright. We are rotting. Now we're a bit of ways off from using the weapon. We do need 9 levels. But it's doable. Alright, we're not getting to light load. Alright, so what levels do we need? We need... oh god, we need 8 int and a dex. That's a lot of int. I'm hoping we find, like, the tier of talisman along the way here early on. maybe even like one of the Glitstone crowns, but most of the time those have a really bad detriment to them, like the reduction in HP. HP is the big one, but they also have reduction in stamina. Alright, who we got? We got Snail. Snail's actually probably doable. So I think if we drag the Crucible Knight away, and then we start beating on the Snail... Okay, well, never mind. The Crucible Knight honors the 1v1, basically, if you're beating on the Snail. And just lets you go. We could do an it build. I mean... We still need a lot of Vig, though, is the problem. That's always my issue with, like, caster-style builds, is I'm a high Vig gamer, you know? I like having the HP to make a mistake. Oh, Royal Revenant not being in the boss pool is so nice. I don't know why I sat down here. I suppose I could have changed my flasks over, but we have left. So currently we don't even meet the physical requirements for the sword. If we get the 1 point in Dex, we will. So I think we rush that, because this does partial magic damage. So we'll at least have the physical damage requirements for it. But I don't think we'll apply Rot without hitting the requirements for intelligence as well. So, that was a larval tier last time, too. Alright, oh, Health and Steeple, also an incredible int weapon. So that could be something to work toward, to make our early int investment not feel like shit. But let's go ahead and grab the crafting kit. But yeah, we're going to keep Health and Steeple in mind. It's got a good greatsword moveset. We already have the strength to wield it two-handed. So we really just need 1 point of Dex, and then we can start pumping some int levels. Hopefully we are lucky again and we find some decent money early on. Fine. Alright, where is the Royal Revenant? I heard it screeching right out front. Hopefully it's not up here because there's an item I want to grab here. It's a rune arc. Okay. Then get that, whatever, 5% HP boost it is. The stamina consumption on the weapon isn't bad, even though we don't have the stats to wield it. So that's good, at least. Sometimes it can be pretty egregious. A little bit of money for the merchants. So current hopeful items is the Intelligence Talisman or Intelligence Tier. Those would be like two really big ones. Banana Crown could also be good.
Then it summon I bequeath. It will some torrent treat him with.
I am Not looking forward to traversing this ruin here. There's fucking 2 birds. I think I'm just gonna try and go around this way to get to the whetstone knife stairs so I don't aggro those. Fuck. Fuck. Get out of my way, bird. Can't reach me down here. Lethal Beach. I do not believe we'll be getting the other chest on that other chariot. Dictionary Cookbook 6. What are you? Fully proof dried liver. Not useful. Alright, let's just port back to Gatefront and see if we can loop around the other side. I want to go get the fire for patches, but I'm still a little concerned about the other bird. This bird aggro radius is ridiculously big. But I'm hoping because it's nighttime and it's raining, they just don't notice me. Also, there's a pumpkin head guarding the other chest. Not happening. It just ain't worth it sometimes. It's nice that the Rotten Crystal Sword and Helpin' Steeple have the same dex requirement. So we're not having to level up a bunch of extra decks. So yeah, we meet the physical requirement now at least. Yeah, that's much more reasonable damage. I'm just gonna grab the items from Bach and then head back to Gatefront. We'll go up to Stormhill.
Help us out, Cully. You were just thank you. I was pushing. I ended up. Oh, when they and so this is all I hope.
Well, the Golden Rune 3 is useful at least. Don't think we'll be running a Faith build this time. Unless we random into like Blasphemous Blade or something. Like it's just too good of a weapon for a Deathless run to not use. Alright, 3 smithing 1s and a somber 6. That's good. That's good smithing sense. Yep, seed. Okay.
Everyone here, only to have, did you know it's quite them? You've been heading to entice well that, but I don't have, it's scary. I want to know nothing. Can you tell?
Over and 5. Okay. Some money. Maybe we can use if we need to buy something from Bernal. Let's see what we got in the graveyard. Can we see the strength tier check from here? No. Let me check that first. I keep forgetting about that item, actually. Well. Okay. Well, we can burn the tree down and then not kill our girlfriend. Or not have our girlfriend hunt us. I guess. Another legendary item here. I like Golden Order Greatsword, but I know it's just objectively not a good weapon. Oof. Urgent Favor +1's a good one. We'll go ahead and use that now, since we can't actually proc the rot on this weapon yet, so we don't have the stats to make it work. Well, I guess I haven't checked. I don't know if we need to meet all the requirements or just the physical ones for the rot to apply. But I'd also need a tanky enough enemy to hit in order to figure it out. Alright, Bernie, what you got for me?
Let me ask, are you here? Does your face despite?
This is the first time I've seen Bernal without some epic drip. Alright. Somber 4 and Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. I think the Ancient Dragon is cheap enough that I want to go ahead and buy it now. Just in case we don't run into a Somber that we want to use. It's only 1,000. If it was like 20k, obviously we can't even afford it. We absolutely would not buy it for that much if we could at this stage of the game. Spellblades drip. Smithing 8. And I'm pretty sure this this crystal sword is a smithing weapon. But Helfin Steeple is somber. So that is our current goal.
Can you hear me?
We may have to kill Grail to meet the requirements for it.
And I'll don't dally. Give it your all, I say. So that's well,
Oh, that's good armor. 52 poise already. Love to see it. We're leaving Alexander alive because our weapon bounces off of his body. Which is not great for trying to kill him. Blue Dancer. Oh, baby. It's basically Lloyd's Ring from Dark Souls, which is more damage for the lighter equip load you have. Up to, like, I think it's only like 20% though. Which is good if you're running around, like, basically naked with Star Fists or Iron Balls. And maybe, like, a dagger for Ash of War Golden Vow, but... or just a seal. Got... not full-grown Falling Star Beast. I don't mind Falling Star Beasts. I think their movesets are really fun. I do remember getting absolutely sauced on by one for, like, my first playthrough. For probably a good, like, hour and a half, because I was super underleveled and had a shitty weapon for it. But I did kill it eventually, because I am stubborn. Dragonheart. Icon Shield. Oh, Antspur Rapier. Okay. Well, that's a physical weapon we can use that applies rot. And only that's 10 dex levels. Yeah, probably not. If we find the dex tier, we'll use it, but we do not currently want to be doing that. Or maybe like the Dex Talisman and Millicent's Prosthesis. Those are 3 very specific items to need in order to try and equip a weapon, so I don't think we're doing it as the punchline. Well, Helping Steeple was a cute idea while it lasted. Time for the Star Fisticles. Sorry if you were looking forward to an int run with possible Frostbite and Rot shenanigans. We found Starfists. Alright. So what does our smithing stone situation look like? We got all the ones we need, but we have no 2s. 1, 3, and we have all the 4s we need. So we're on the lookout for smithing 2s. Seed. Boy, cave moss. We always want to grab this grace so that we can come back to it when we go to Dragon Barrow and Nukron. Actually, sorry, Nukron is Port Height grace. Well, this could not have gone better. We have 1 point of wasted dex, but we started off with the highest strength class in the game for a strength weapon, so it's a good start. That is a good start. And, like, we don't have to put any points into damage stats for a while. The Starfists are so busted. If we find any synergy for it, it's fucking Jover, bro. Can't hide from me. Another Somber 6, okay. Ah, really good. We have one. Oh, an Abductor Virgin. Okay. Use. Okay.
Dear customer, well, you please, I'm
Got a pocket and the stance break tier. Stance break tier is probably gonna be really busted. I was trying to see if it was gonna hit his friends too, but it did not. Okay, let's go poke around Fort Height, see what's up. This may just be a scouting mission, because I really don't want to lose a Starfist run to shitty spawns in Fort Height, so we may come back if the enemies around here are too spooky. Burden a bat. See anything wrong with that? Misbegotten and a couple of big wolves. Okay. Well, sorry, Misbegotten, a big wolf, and a bat. Another bat up here. And Rick. Sorry, you're not Rick. Hoslow's hat. Glintstone staff. Okay. Oh, dude, our drip is looking pretty good. The only thing that doesn't match really well is the pants. Do you have any other pants? Not yet. Okay, well, we have had, between this run and the last one, at least one of these was a vanilla deck to spawn. It was the left half last time. Off to Beach Merchant. There. Rune Arc. Oh, we already have it. Okay. Good.
Any trouble?
Alright. Discarded Palace Key. Fingerprint Greaves are also pretty good. They're nice and heavy. Let's grab both of those. So we can pop open the Renala chest when we get there. Still no smithing 2s. So hopefully we find some of those in Weeping. But we've still got the Weeping Merchant, 2 Weeping Merchants, patches. I missed. Let's just iframe all those lasers. Thank you. There's a legendary item over here. Okay. It's only 30k, but it's a remembrance. 30k early on is really nice. May just go ahead and pop that 30k into Vig and skip Grail before March. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Smithing 6. Okay. Yeah. Just nice clean 30 Vig. Keep us alive in the early game.
Might I bend my
Yeah,
nose to
Arena, you
surface
got
that? But I swear my good father
you got something on your face.
I
I don't know if somebody told you.
I feel servant. They've since come. I fear it's please. Would you mind in my soul, please? Thank you. Then please.
Thanks. You used one of those last round. That wouldn't have saved me from what happened. Alright. Well, there's our capstone upgrade material for the Starfist. But I'm pretty sure yeah, didn't I just buy one from Bernie? I guess that's a little obnoxious, but it was only 1,000 runes, it's not a big deal. Hey, buddy. Alright. Cheap seed, cheap tier, cheap pocket. Bewitching branches, rot pots, and rot grease are both very good. Rot grease specifically would be the better of the two for what we're doing here. Also, I'm realizing now I did not buy the pocket from the other merchant. Okay. So we get the fire at Castle Morn, and carry on. I suppose we should loop back to Castle Morn before we go to Liurnia and such. It's not so deadly that we can't just like it's. Honestly, it's more tame than Stormveil, but it's only got 2 checks in it. Alright, there's our first Great Rune. Great Rune of the Unborn. Good. Not a useful one, but we have to have it. So. Decent start. Already having a Great Rune. I forgot to check the graveyard over here again. It's not part of my usual loop, so I forget about it. Why it's not part of my usual loop, I don't know. Because it's just another graveyard. It does have a lot more enemies around it, I suppose. Bugs drop human bone shards. Right on, pants. Oh, we're heavy load with those things. Okay. I suppose we have not invested anything in stamina. We just have very light weapon again. So, smithing 5 there. That's good. Glided mask. Is that heavier than Hoslow's? Technically, yes. Plus, we're kind of running around like Blackguard is. We have, we got the helmet and we got just unshaven balls. Spiky ones instead. Frenzy Flame Village first. Yeah, I don't have anything else that's going to increase clip load, so I think when we kill Grail, we'll get to like 35, maybe 40 big. I don't know how many levels it's going to give us now that we popped that Remembrance. But we do want to level up Endurance as well. Probably about 20 to 25 is a good place to leave it at for the entire run. Another... Oh, that's not a grab moment. Okay. Aryan inverted. Good. We really do want to keep an eye out for Aeonian butterflies since we have access to the rock grease pattern. Same thing about root resin. Not going over toward that Spirit Spring. No, sir. That's a rune bear. Now, rune bears by themselves are not bad. Like, you can just square up with a rune bear. Then you're fine. The problem in randomizers is rune bears are usually in the middle of packs of enemies. And fighting a rune bear with other enemies is usually not fine. Abductor Virgin over here. Okay. I like the blade abductor virgins better than the wheel ones. The spinning wheel ones charge around too much. The blade ones don't really do that. They do have some weird, sweepy, like, awkward hitboxes sometimes, but it's generally not too bad. Oh? Early Godric's as well. Okay, we've got 2 great runes. We can go straight to Landell. We're obviously not going to, but we're good. Smoldering butterflies is exactly what we need. There's a lobster guarding that item, so it can stay. Is there a scarab over here? Oh, there is. Look at that. It's a golden one, so it's like usually an incantation, I believe. Okay, there's a smithing too. Need those. Let's go drop the mausoleum, I guess. Oh no, we'll hit the church first, then we'll drop the mausoleum. Church is right here. Alright, and we have full Deathless, so not only do we have access to Altus, but we can go to the capital. Another Aeonian butterfly. Beautiful. Alright, let's knock down the mausoleum and dupe the remembrance. 30k early on versus maybe finding another one that's more expensive and having those runes later is just not... Waiting is just not as impactful at this stage of the game. Oh. Didn't have the sound cue that time. Thought I heard an enemy. Also, does this have any sort of special effect? I know, like, the pumpkin head has headshot negation. I didn't know if this had something similar. Like, reduce damage from headshots or what? It feels like it should, right? It's like an entire metal casing around your head. With barely slats for your eyes and mouth. Alright. Come on, smithing twos. So what all do we need? I need 2 2s and 2 3s.
Always been a how can I?
I suppose cheap seeds are good. Blood grease is also nice. Infinite throwing daggers is also okay, I guess.
Have a safe trip.
Stop springing torrent. There we go. Money. Hat. Chest piece. Meat. Determination. Okay, that's good for Starfus. In case you find sleep pots, always good to grab Trina's lilies. Grab this grace, just in case I need to come back over here. I don't think I will, but you never know. Maybe we want to go get the item on in Landell from there. Alright, I believe we're done. So let's go kill Grail. See what the bosses are around here. And then we'll go do March. Like, I kind of do want to hunt for smithing stones. I just need 2 smithing 2s. And I can upgrade the Starfists to, like, at least +7. So I don't think we have many 3s either. I think we just have the 1 3. Is that single Bofa? Okay. That's also basically free money. As long as we can survive a hit. I suppose we did have access to Remembrance Shops, so I could have checked to see what item that gave, but...
To determine if you
Right.
had. It seems torrent, whereas I'm in. There is, but
Let's go, Melina.
Very at my hand.
Check the round table shop. Cheap seed, yes. Sleep pot, yes. Beast repellent torch is interesting. Oh yeah, 3 smithing ones which we don't need. Cheap-ish seed, yes. We care about the Moog tier. And we don't have anything currently, so I guess we can grab those. They're really cheap. Flaming Strike is... eh. I guess we can grab the Beast repellent torch. Expensive Sacred Tier. There's the pocket I forgot. Another expensive Sacred Tier. Okay. And this was Bewitching Branches. Let's go ahead and use the money we've got for the flask improvement. I didn't see any smithing 2s. We do have smithing 5s, which we have too many of already. We already have 5. So we really don't need to buy more. Oh, I forgot to pick up Kale's Bellbear. Maybe Kale had some smithing 2s and I forgot. Do that. We'll do patches. And then Grail.
This way,
Oh, hey, Ronnie.
May I have a word? I am the word I'd heard, and upon the talk thou art was the call for. I wasn't shy torrents.
Thanks.
Forgive mine intrusion, tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn what.
Well, you're...
Your bell. Oh, he's got 3s, but not 2s. So it looks like we're stuck at basically +4. Doesn't feel great. It's gonna be patches. It should be plenty tanky enough for patches. And we have +3 balls. Confusing myself. Is it here? This is too far up. It's gotta be over here. It should be here. Yep, there's my fire. Who's our invader? Riley the Idol. Oh no. Poor Riley won't get to fight us. We got 2 whole levels. Endurance time. Suppose we can wear that. Okay, there we go. Fairly certain I bought this, yeah. We don't have any root resin, probably. Yeah, no root resin. We gotta keep an eye out for some of that if we want to do rock grease.
Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little...
I forgot to put termination on. I thought I found a...
Cough up, you boys. Wait, please.
Yeah, I thought I found a national boar I wanted to use.
What a shit show.
Yeah, those are a bit too heavy, yeah. Alright, see what Patches sells. On smithing twos. Nope. Rusty key, fire tier. Memory stone, I guess. That's about it. He does have the rusty key. If we somehow kill Gostock on autopilot without having him open the gates. So, something, I guess. Kind of want to test the waters on the Beastman here, but that could be pretty disastrous if we get locked in a combo of some sorts. We do only have 30 big. We have very good protection currently. We're about 30%. But that's it. And yeah, it is just single Beastman, so it's not duo. Somber Bell. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get the smithing bell until we get to Liurnia. Ugh. Fucking Dragonkin soldier. Stone Barb is one of those tiers that's... I feel like it's very good, but it's such a short duration that it's kind of hard to capitalize on sometimes. So if you get a wacky move from a boss that they, like, disengage really hard or stall really badly, you just lose a ton of value out of it. So I think it's only active for, like, 45 seconds? Which for a lot of fights is enough. But for some fights, you can get stalled on pretty hard. Also, multi-boss fights, it tends to be bad on. Alright. 3 Smithing 8s, Somber 9, Stormhawk. Okay, we maybe can use Stormhawk. We don't have the dex requirement for it. I don't know about that. I want to invest dex just to use a somber weapon. Stormhawk is very good. It is a very strong weapon. But... Ooh, there is Knight's Cav. Not allowed to quit out, though. I don't have any Kukris. Nah, we're not gonna mess with them. I'm just gonna go to Grail. I'm not even gonna worry about the item up there. If it's a pile of Smithing Stone 2s and I don't find any more until we get to the Bell Bearing and Liurnia, then so be it. See what boss is under the tree over here as well. Moog, Lord of Blood, I believe. I think the way he's facing forward like that is Lord of Blood. Facing toward the tree would have been Sewer Moog. I'm very confident in my Moog fight, but we're still in Dragon Barrow scaling right now. And we do have the tier for him. Yeah, the issue we have right now is low upgrade weapon and no HP. Well, we have HP, but not a lot. Not enough. Alright. I want to check the items on top of the skull over here first, and scout out a couple of the small enemies on the side. It's a little demi-human. So that's easy. It's a big chunk off. It looks like a dog. Dogs can be either free or deadly, and there's no real in-between with them. They're too erratic. Gut sword. Smithing 3. Staff. Okay. Yeah, I guess since I already killed the little guy, I don't want to reset by sitting at the Grace. A lot of the times when you're in Dragon Barrow and you're doing Grail here, in a randomizer, you should check the enemies, because it could just be faster for you to blast a couple of little enemies and then do the rest with bleed. Because a lot of the times you're going to get stuff like a fucking flower or like an albinoric or something. What is this? Oh, it's a big shaggy dog. This could be a disaster. It was not a disaster. This one is a Mausoleum Knight. It's the same thing. Like, basically any enemy that doesn't have good poise or is backstabbable or whatever it may be, you got a pretty free kill on. This guy's gone full shields up. Albinoric and a jellyfish. Yeah, so we just do this straight up. Normal. We don't have a Falpa, do we? We took the Kindred of Barat's Exaltation instead, which I do regret now, but it was fine for when we did it. Oh, spooky fucking jellyfish. Yeah, this terrain right here. Oh bueno. Another thing about Grayl's here, though, is, like, you do have to be a bit careful, because the Roar Grail reduces your damage negation by a bit. So that can be a little spooky. So we got 10 levels. I think I'll do 5 and 5. Big in endurance. Okay. This one's slightly better against... I think Radons are a bit better. Just slightly. Okay. Market. We've stalled long enough. Actually, round table, upgrade the balls to +4, put determination on them. Then market. And then we're probably done, because it's about 11 and I have to work tomorrow. Yeah, I would have streamed earlier, but I had some stuff to take care of today, unfortunately. We did get the cabinets delivered. They're going to come back. Different companies can come to install them later on. Hopefully it'll be as quick as the delivery, but... Alright, so let's go. Ashes of War, Determination, Standard. Yeah. And hopefully we find the whetstone knife, or the iron wet blade at some point, so that we can use heavy attunement. Or I guess if we find a different Ash of War. Make sure I'm two-handing my balls here. Alright. Off to Marge. We've got good stats, but our weapon is... I mean, I want to say my weapon is a little lacking, but it's still just Starfists. So, it's not really lacking, per se. Hoarfrost Stomp. Okay. So that could be... Frostbite plus Bleed. I think it forces it to be int scaling, though, and I don't want that. So, we'll see. How far am I off from another level? About 4K or 3K? We've got that. Just, round off that endurance to 20. Alright, let's lock it in. I suppose since we know we don't have Lord of Blood, we can change out our physic. Okay. Who have we? Ah! Duelist with the Jarbros. Where are you going, homie? Should stagger, yeah.
Thou art passing skill. Warrior blood must truly
Voice here's not okay. Yeah, two charged R2s from the Starfists is way too fast of a stagger.
tarnished, smoldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell old shard brook thee no quarter.
But that's what I meant by the... It's usually enough with the 45-second duration, because you're going to guard break so much that the fight will just end.
What's it? Stay back, you wretched tarnish.
Weird camera. We want smithing twos. I should have checked the items right in front of the gate before I came here. But we want smithing twos. 2 of them, I believe. Specifically. 3. No, we have 0 smithing twos. Oh no, 2, because I already used one of them. Yeah. Come on, Gosco, help me out. Nope, we got infinite somber ones. Gravitas. Okay, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna go activate Godric's Great Rune, and then we can call it for the night. Well, that's a little less useful, because we know where one Moog is currently, which is in Dragon Barrow. But we do still have the other Moog, so... We'll go up to 40 big. I mean, once we get to 40 big, I guess we can pump some strength. But we're pretty solid on damage, as long as we get our weapon upgrades. Oh. Fucking bloodwort. Bloodwort getting my hopes up like it's gonna be a remembrance or a good weapon or something. Or good talisman. Would be nice to pick up a, like a Dragon Shield talisman or something. Dragon Crest. Let me up. Let me up. I just want to go activate Godric's. We've got a pretty strong start. I'll be very upset if we get cheesed out by something before we make it late game. But yeah, it would be nice to find some more defensive talismans. So we do have the Pearl Drake and Haligtree talismans, which is all magic and wholly specific. And our fire negation was higher, I believe, because we were in the rain. I think it'll go away when we're not in the rain. Because nothing here is specifically good against fire. Yeah, there it is. Now that we're not in the rain anymore, it's back down to 30, so... Yeah, Pearl Drake's very nice. Haligtree, obviously, we're just using because we don't have anything better, but... If we can get, like, the Dragon Crest Talisman and maybe, like, a high... Like, the +2 Pearl Drake, along with the Dragon Crest Great Shield, or even any Dragon Crest Great Shield, or any Dragon Crest Shield Talisman would be nice. Alright. Back here, activate it, turn it on, and then be done for the night. We can go through Stormvale tomorrow. Alright, we're currently using the heaviest equipment we can, so we can't even, like, use our equip load in any better way. But that's fine. We could use Stormhawk now. What kind of what's our somber situation like? Since we have that +5 dex. We have infinite 1s and 2s. I think Stormhawk might be better for us right now. If we can get it to, like we can get it to +4. That's definitely better than +4 balls, or +4 Starfists. For now. So let's... So, Somber 1... I don't have money. Somber 1, Somber 2... And if there's a 5 somewhere... Doesn't look like it. Okay. Maybe still a +4 Stormhawk. A +4 Somber is way better than a +4 Smithing. Even though Starfists are broken. Stormhawk is also broken.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
Alright. Maybe not equally as broken, but it's still very good. Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna do Stormvale real quick. I ain't afraid of no ghost. None of those enemies up top look particularly threatening. I did not catch the Caden Rider. We have a problem. Hoping I can drag this guy down here and fight him separate from the big fucker there. You have a lot of boys. Okay. Dick shot. Nice reach, bro. Come on down. You move out of range so you come closer. What else we got? We got a bird. We got some scrambly boys. It shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Oh, there's Somber 5. Love it. Oh, there's my spinning twos. Okay. So we can upgrade the balls more. It's number 7. I think that gives us Stormhawk to +7 now. I think we already had 6s. Fuck off. You're not cool, bird. Go away. Alright. Let's go check. I'm pretty sure we got bat upgrades now.
You're out.
+7, and then let's check the balls as well. Alright, +8 balls. I think we might have more smithing 3s in the shop somewhere, but we're gonna rock the 7 Stormhawk for now. The only thing I don't like about Stormhawk is its reach can be a little lackluster sometimes. It's not such a huge detraction from it that it's not still a really good weapon. I think I'm going to go this way, so we don't try and drag the bird with us. If you're not familiar, this will take you to the... basically where the Scarab is, right by Godric's... right by Godric's Site of Grace. Though we do still have to go get the golden seed check over here. And with a weapon this strong, we can probably just dunk on Nepheli too and grab her items. We just belligerent through that for sure. I don't have any mana left to use my Ash of War though. Maybe we let Nepheli live. We can always kill her later when we go to the village of the Albanarchs to check the Hallowed Tree half important item check.
Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place.
I see. You are but a simple villain. Let the stars remind you. This lesson will become effective.
Fucking Nepheli. Oh my god, stop.
I am slain.
Yes, Ash of War.
Become Elden.
Excuse me. Fuck you, guy. Still medium load. That's a bit better. I didn't realize the scaled armor, well, scaled armor and Malformed Dragon armor, same weight tier. Interesting. The scaled armor seems just slightly better against physical damage. We have another flask. Let's do that. I guess we can keep... Oh, we had a blue already. Me and Big Dumb. Okay, I just took it off my bar and never switched it at Grace. That's good to know. We got... Black Knife Assassin. Okay. It is not the wounded one. Hard fight.
I am the lord of all that is golden, and one day will.
Yeah, sure. Alright, 2 more points of Vig, then we'll pump some strength. So we should be solid at 40 Vig, probably until we get to Altus, honestly. But I think we're going to do the... I'm going to port back to Fort Faroth, because we're going to do the Caelid sweep tomorrow, before we head to Liurnia. So we'll get the merchants and key item checks, and light the fire at Radon. Before we go, be it for today. Oh, hope you guys enjoyed watching me get absolutely blasted by Dragonkin Soldier. I'm gonna have to work on that moveset. I'm pretty confident in it, but I was just completely off on all my timings when I fought him that time, so here we are. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, we'll pick this up again. And if we do finish this challenge, we probably won't finish tomorrow because we still have a lot to do in this run. But when we do finish this challenge, we're going to do a prep stream for Shadow Theatry. We need to get a character ready. But it's also locked behind Moog. So we're going to have to do that. It's what it looks like anyway. Pretty sure in the trailer it said something about going to Moog's arena, but yeah, it's locked behind Moog. That means it's going to be really high level, actually. Because, I mean, they expect you to be at Moog in Consecrated Snowfields, which is one of the highest scaling areas of the game. So, anyway, I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow night. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves, stay beautiful, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. It's a short list. Oh god, I've broken everything. Oh god. Oh dear. Okay, I fixed it. Everything's fine. Alright, anyway. Bye-bye.